Every machine can be a smoke machine if you operate it wrong enough. This is Sales for Nice People. When you look at your business and the problems and the challenges that you have and the goals that you want to achieve, it is very easy to fall into a trap of looking at things in an isolated way, where you take one specific problem and you go and fix it, and then you end up with far more problems than you had in the first place, simply because you didn't look at the problem in relation to the overall system in which the problem exists. Look, everything is a system, and everything is a subsystem of another system, and every system has subsystems. In other words, we're talking about systems thinking, where nothing stands in isolation and everything is connected to other things. And changing one thing here will cause effects there, and maybe those effects are going to be exactly what you weren't hoping for. This is why if you operate your machine, the system that is your business, the wrong way, you might actually cause it to produce more smoke instead of less smoke. And every machine can be a smoke machine if you operate it wrong enough. So before you go and try to solve isolated problems, make sure you apply some systems thinking. Make sure that you look at the problem and the challenge, the subsystem that you're trying to improve, in relation to the overall bigger system that it exists in. Because it is so easy to cause abject failure, disaster, ruin, frustration, people leaving you just because you chose the wrong problem to solve. I will see people come in and go, hey, but we need more leads because we're not making payroll and we have all these investments that we want to make. So can you help us bring more sales in? Yes, maybe I can. And that's what I do for a living. But maybe more sales is going to be a big problem for you, because if your team is already stressed because there's never enough time to do all the work and you're missing deadlines, then you bringing in new sales and more buyers might be a great way to solve the revenue problem. But it might also be a great way to cause your machine to produce more smoke, because now everybody is stressed, even more deadlines are being missed, even more clients are unhappy. And what happened? You looked at one isolated problem, you thought you could solve that without thinking about the consequence that it has on the overall system, and now you have bigger problems than you have in the first place. Systems thinking is fundamental to creating a business that is actually fun to run and that doesn't keep falling over every time that you change something. So make sure that when you change things, you don't accidentally cause your machine to start producing more smoke. This is Sales for Nice People. If you want to have a short and helpful daily email in your inbox, go to salesfornicepeople.com/sign up, and I will see you again tomorrow.